I graduated from college with a big bang, literally in the midst of a big bang. At Washington State University, where I was a senior, Mount St. Helens had its massive explosion spewing ash throughout the Northwest, all the way to China. It seemed like the end of the world. The university closed and the graduation ceremony was canceled. I'd already bought my cap and gown. And now it's 2020, and you are facing this special milestone in the middle of the biggest pandemic in generations. I know this weighs heavy on all graduates, whether it's the confinement, the loss of closure with your classmates, or just plain too much time with family. This is big. This pandemic will change how we live and work long into the future. Back when I was a new graduate in the shadow of that volcano meltdown and grieving from the loss of a celebration of my hard-earned graduation, what I really wanted to know was simple. Will I be okay? When I think of myself back then, I was anxious, eager, musical. I had weird curly hair. In fact, if I could go back in time, I would tell myself to just relax a little bit. There's some really great hair products coming soon. But truly, there are many, many decisions to make, paths to take, life changes for sure. So while you're the ones graduating, we actually all are facing big choices and opportunities. How do we collectively want to shape the future? Well, here's what I can tell you from the other side of working and living for many decades. It's going to be all right. It will. It's going to be okay because people will help you, many without you even asking. The accumulated network of friends, family, teachers, workmates, friends of friends, internship acquaintances, graduates, other people you haven't even met yet, are there to help. They want to see you succeed, and many are willing to help in small and significant ways. That network has value, so pay attention to it. Give it the care and feeding of your time and attention. It will serve you in some form for your entire life. I can tell you many stories where I was contacted by a friend of a friend who was in between jobs and just wanted to let me know they were in the market. I ended up hiring quite a few of those folks because of the value of my colleagues' network. It happens over and over. So don't just sit around sending out resumes. The world has changed, and your network is the most important part of getting known, appreciated, and employed. And it's really going to turn out okay, better than okay. You will find a job, and at some point, even a better job. Each job will bring new learning and meaning. Some of the learning will be bruising. Learn from it and get over it. And you will witness that incredible wasteland called recreational complaining. Try to avoid that trap. Focus on problem solving and identifying opportunities, things that help the organization and help your colleagues. These things are rewarded with recognition and advancement. And it will be okay because there are mentors out there, especially if you're paying attention. People who can really help you understand your area and help you find your way. You're going to learn to recognize these critical teachers in all their manifestations. The wise older colleague, a very talented boss, sometimes even the untalented boss, experienced coworker, the tyrant, the competitor, the irritating coworker, the inspiring manager, a supervisor with a big heart, and a supervisor with a heart as black as coal. You will learn from them all, and you'll be brave enough to ask for their help and be astonished with their willingness to give it. Many will celebrate your successes as they consider themselves partly responsible for it. Some won't. Forget them. You might wonder if they'll be jerks. Absolutely. But I can tell you from the certainty of hindsight that they are greatly outnumbered. Will there be enough money? Yes, just enough, most of the time. And when things are tight, you'll realize that we live in the richest, softest ground in the world, and there'll always be food, shelter, and love if you need it. And you'll find out that making a decision sometimes Any decision is better than mucking around in limbo, trying to find that one best path. Any path with passion will move you forward. You're going to encounter daily obstacles and triumphs. You'll be surprised by the comfort of routines and exhilarated by the excitement of new ideas and change. Mostly, though, it's a roller coaster world these days. One of the challenges to riding these ups and downs is to try not to get your teeth clenched. If you cover your eyes, you're going to miss the fun parts. But if you can stay alert and open, you'll have the ride of your life. And it will be okay, because one of the most important things that will support you on this ride are the friends who are riding next to you. Okay, maybe 6 feet away from you with a mask on right now. But friends reflect your best qualities. They rejoice in your achievements. They grieve with your losses. Truly great friends take care to help you see the things you need to grow. And you can learn to hear the care in their voices, which allows you to learn while maintaining an honest belief in yourself. And it will be okay if you stay awake. It's easy to fall into life's rhythms and routines and to pull into your shell when things get tough. It's hard to keep going through every indignity and humiliation, but you must stay awake. Stay present, don't disappear. When you disappear, there's no one really driving your life. For some of us, including me, this means maybe following a passion, an art, a project, an idea, the things that give us purpose and joy also help us stay awake. And remember that you're going to be okay, that you have a network of friends and colleagues to lean on. To help you along this way, consider this. You have within you the ability to turn anger into action, to turn fear into excitement, and to even turn envy into compassion. And all you have to do is to choose how you look at those obstacles and challenges that come your way. You're better able to solve them if you can get the right perspective. So rather than focusing on what to worry about, you can choose to focus on how to make it work, how to manage your own fears and emotions in the process. I wish I'd understood the difference between reaction and choice much earlier in my life, so today I'm offering it to you. And on the personal side, I would tell my younger self my life will also be okay. It'd be better than okay. That I would fall in love, I would break up with men, and I'd be dumped, those jerks, and eventually I'd meet the love of my life, who's turned out to be an astounding artist to boot. Together we would have a daughter who would rock our lives. My life has turned out much different and much better than I ever expected, with more music, art, creative collaborations, fascinating work in both the healthcare field and the arts, and most importantly, amazing friends. Now I see my own daughter striving to step out in the world, and I want to make sure that she knows it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because you are enough. Graduating in these chaotic times affords you a rare opportunity to be introspective, to consider what you want from this life, from this world, and what you'd like to make of it. Give back to it. All over the planet, people have put the brakes on their lives. That comes with fear and grief to what they knew was normal. But was normal the best? Was it right? Or was it settling? Don't settle. Go outside. The earth is singing. Marvel at the bluest skies we've had in decades, the most amazing starscapes, the wonder of trees and nature. We all have this in common, and your generation may very well be the pivot point for our species to collectively reset our values and recognize that our connections with one another matter most. E pluribus unum is the traditional motto of the United States. Out of the many, one. Perhaps it's time to get back to this basic concept. We are all relatives, as the DNA tests are quickly telling us. It is possible to get together and commit to something bigger than any of us could have ever imagined alone. In fact, we are witnessing an example of that right now in the response to the COVID-19 pandemic. And we can do it, and it will be okay, because the common denominator is that we are enough. We have the power to make each day count. So use your power wisely and stay awake. It's going to be a fantastic ride. Thank you.
We stand here today as the graduating class of 2020.
Dun, 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 dun,
We are living through an extraordinary time, to be sure.
dun, dun, dun.
We are so proud of you.
We are with you.
Welcome to the beginning of the next chapter of your life adventure.
The world needs your talents and your leadership now more than ever.
I cannot wait to see your greatness.
We're going to come out of this crisis stronger together.
You are a product for the times.
Go toward yourself. Bloom where you are planted.
Change is good.
It's going to be okay because you are enough.
You can have an effect.
Go out and rock this time.
Focus on leaving our community a better place.
You've got this. Be brave.
Embrace today.
Please remember to vote.
Muchísimas felicidades a la clase de graduados de 2020.
Can't wait to see what you do.
Cheers to the graduating classes of 2020.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Mazel tov.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
We celebrate you!